So I've recently posted a video covering Johnny Deaton's crypto law video on the Ripple versus SEC case and how they did like the the whiteboard graphic, which was a very detailed yet concise video, kind of showing kind of what's been going on with the case. And I found this video through Twitter about the worst case versus best case scenario in the SEC versus Ripple case, and this was on link to. And I just quickly wanted to show you this video and kind of give my testimony on kind of what's been going on when it comes to, what is the worst versus best case scenario per the SEC versus Ripple case.
Another question, John. What is the realistic worst case scenario for time? How long can this stretch out before we have a resolution? We know that we can have a settlement, at 3 o'clock today, but how long can this be stretched out if it ends up going the distance?
If it goes the distance, the trial would be June.
Okay.
The trial would be if you get past. You asked worst case scenario, so you asked worst case scenario for timing. Ripple files a summary judgment motion, the SEC files a summary judgment motion, and the judge decides that a jury must decide those facts, that there's a factual determination that needs to be met, and the jury is the fact finder. And so there would be a jury trial, just like there was a Connecticut jury trial. I don't know if you saw it, but there was a Connecticut securities jury trial about 2 months ago, and the jury found against the SEC in the trial and found that it was a digital asset of some sort, that asset was not a security. And so if that happens, then of course the SEC could appeal the decisions of the judge, but at that point there'd be a verdict for Ripple. Then you would think that that the exchanges could relist, etc. But that would be summer. I'm thinking the summer, because I don't see a summary judgment actually being argued until April. And if she takes 30 days to decide, that puts us in May. We're actually probably looking at July or August, to be honest with you. So I would say worst case scenario is September for a jury trial, but it's probably August for July.
Thank you.
It's not a jury. It's for a jury trial. Now, if the judge could also, that was the worst case scenario on timing. If the judge agrees with Ripple and says that as a matter of law, the SEC did not provide adequate notice to know that XRP was an investment contract, then that could be over in April, right? So I wasn't saying worst case scenario on that stuff. Just if
I just want everybody to have their horizon. It's like there's so many people out here, 65,000 XRP holders that are part of your suit, and all of the Ripple private equity holders. I mean, everyone needs to know, what's the horizon look like? So it sounds like between April and August, we're going to have a resolution.
So that's John Deaton giving his experience in law, kind of letting, the community and this link to representative know kind of what the timeline can possibly look like, versus a worst case and best case scenario. So with it being within that range, the April to summer range, I mean, my wife and I've been accumulating and holding XRP since late 2017. So to wait that much longer, whether it's 6, 9, whatever, 12 months, whatever the case is, really isn't the end of the world for me personally. And like I said in the previous video, when the lawsuit did hit and, we saw the asset, just get plummeted, it really did tarnish a lot of, our family and financial plans that we had for ourselves, which didn't destroy us, but it hurt a lot. And I'm sure it hurt a lot of you. So to hear, the worst case versus best case scenario in that timeline of, settlement or, litigation, wherever the case can be, within that range between April and summer, It's really reassuring to hear. I mean, I'm here to tell you it's not financial advice ever, but for us personally, we're going to hold strong, going to continue to accumulate what we can. And when we can, we're not, some rich family, by no means, but we do the best we can. And knowing that we're on the right side of law, on the right side of history, knowing that, the impact that Ripple and XRP can have on the world, it's hands down a no-brainer. We're going to hold on, and then when it happens, we're going to follow through with our investment plan and pull out what we need to fulfill our financial and family goals, and continue to ride and hold the rest of our our XRP asset, as they say, to the moon and beyond. So I just quickly wanted to come on here and kind of throw up this video from on Link2's channel here. Make sure you subscribe to them when you get a chance here. And just kind of show you kind of what Johnny Deaton's talking about in the worst case versus best case scenario, just to kind of, shed some light and give you kind of a better understanding or a timeline of kind of what you can expect with things, especially with, summary judgment coming to a close here. So with all that being said, stay strong out there and be safe.